Let's get right to it. Today, we're diving into something that affects almost everyone at some point. Those moments when your mind just won't slow down, no matter how hard you try. Ever feel like your mind is a runaway train, replaying conversations, worrying about decisions, and second-guessing everything? It's like your thoughts are racing ahead, dragging you along for the ride whether you want to go or not. That's overthinking, an exhausting loop that can take over your day, drain your energy, and leave you feeling stuck. But here's the good news. There's an off switch, and it starts with awareness. The power to interrupt the cycle is already within you. Imagine spotting a tiny crack in a dam. At first, it seems harmless, but you know it could become a big problem if ignored. If you catch it early, you can fix it before it bursts. The same goes for your thoughts. Catching overthinking early makes all the difference. Overthinking works the same way. It starts small, but if left unchecked, it can flood your mind. The moment you notice your thoughts spinning, you have a choice. You can pause, take a breath, and decide what happens next. Most people don't realize they're overthinking until they're deep in anxiety, but you can learn to spot the signs early. It's about tuning into your mental habits and catching yourself before the spiral. This isn't about blaming yourself. Your brain is wired to solve problems. It's natural to want answers, but sometimes your mind gets stuck searching for solutions that aren't there. The trouble is when it gets stuck in a loop, repeating the same worries over and over. The first step is learning to recognize when you're looping. Awareness is your first tool for change. It's a skill you can practice, and today, you'll start. With practice, you'll get better at noticing and interrupting the cycle. We'll break down how to spot overthinking, identify your triggers, and use a simple tool to stop the cycle. You'll learn practical steps you can use anytime, anywhere. You don't have to be a passenger to your worries anymore. You can become the driver of your own mind. You can take the wheel, steering your thoughts in a direction that serves you. It all starts with noticing that first turn onto the road of overthinking. The sooner you notice, the easier it is to change course. Ready to take back control? Let's do this. Pause for effect. So, what's a thought loop? It's a pattern of thinking that can trap your mind, making it hard to break free from certain thoughts. Picture a hamster running on a wheel, lots of effort, but going nowhere. The hamster keeps running, but the scenery never changes. That's your brain when it's overthinking, stuck, replaying the same worry over and over. It's exhausting, and it can happen to anyone. For example, you send a text and get no reply. Suddenly, your mind starts to race, searching for answers. A simple thought might be, "They're probably busy." You let it go and move on with your day. But a thought loop sounds like, "Did I say something wrong? Are they mad? Did I mess up?" The questions keep coming one after another. The thought circles back, getting more negative each time. It's like a song stuck on repeat, but the lyrics get worse. Thought loops feel productive, but they're not. They trick you into thinking you're solving a problem when really, you're just stuck. You're not solving anything. You're just spinning. The more you think, the more tired you get, but nothing changes. It's a mental habit that tricks you into thinking you're in control, but really, it drains your energy and focus. The first victory is recognizing when you're on the hamster wheel. Awareness is the first step to change. The moment you notice, "Wait, I'm doing it again," you create space between you and the thought. That pause is powerful. That space is your power. It lets you step off the wheel. You can choose a new direction for your mind. You don't have to keep running until you're exhausted. You can rest, reset, and reclaim your energy. See the wheel for what it is, a pointless, repetitive exercise. Choose to get off, and give yourself permission to break the cycle. That's the goal, to notice, to pause, and to step away from the loop. Let's move on. Thought loops are triggered by something, a message, a conversation, or a big decision. Messages, especially vague ones, are classic triggers. Waiting for a reply or getting a short response can send your mind spinning. Difficult conversations or big choices can also set off the loop, leading to endless analysis or self-doubt. Spotting your triggers is like knowing where the potholes are. You can steer around them instead of falling in. Not everyone overthinks the same way. There are 4 main styles. See which one fits you. The analyst, stuck in analysis paralysis, endlessly researching and weighing options, but never deciding. The replayer, rehashes past conversations or mistakes, dissecting every detail and judging themselves harshly. The fortune teller obsesses over future events, predicting worst-case scenarios and feeling anxious about things that haven't happened. The mixer combines past regrets with future worries, creating a powerful loop of negativity. Knowing your style is like having a user manual for your brain. It helps you spot your patterns and interrupt them. So, which one are you? Analyst, replayer, fortune teller, or mixer? Recognizing your style is a huge step toward breaking free. Let's keep going. Sometimes you're so deep in a loop you don't even notice. Here are 3 questions to break the cycle. Am I solving a problem or just replaying it? Problem solving moves you forward. Looping keeps you stuck. How does this thought make me feel? If it leaves you anxious or drained, it's probably a loop. Is this thought leading to productive action? If not, you're spinning, not solving. Use these questions as a quick reality check whenever you feel the mental spin. They're your lifeline to regain control. Ready for your first tool? Let's go. Talking is good, but action is what truly breaks the habit. When you take a step, even a small one, you start to shift the pattern that's been holding you back. Here's your first tool, the Loop Log. It's simple, but surprisingly powerful. This isn't a diary or a place to vent. The Loop Log is a quick, focused way to get those spinning thoughts out of your head and onto paper, so you can see them for what they are. Writing them down interrupts the cycle and lets you look at your thoughts with fresh eyes. Suddenly, what felt overwhelming becomes something you can manage. Here's how it works. Next time you catch yourself looping, grab your Loop Log and write down 3 things. First, the loop itself. What thought keeps replaying in your mind? Second, the trigger. What set it off this time? Was it a conversation, a memory, or something you saw? Third, one possible action. What's a small step you can take right now, even if it's tiny? The action doesn't have to fix everything, it just needs to break the paralysis and get you moving, even a little. For example, loop, I messed up in the meeting. Trigger, meeting ended. Action, take a 5-minute walk. It's about progress, not perfection. Your challenge, keep a Loop Log today. Make it easy to reach for and keep it visible. The next time you spot overthinking, pause and write down the loop, the trigger, and one action. Then actually do that action no matter how small. Notice how it feels to interrupt the pattern. Even just once. You might be surprised at the relief you feel. Getting it out of your head changes its power. Suddenly you're not stuck, you're in motion. This is your first step to taking back control. Every time you use your Loop Log, you're building a new habit. Try it today. You'll be amazed at the difference it makes, even after just one entry. Next, we'll talk about how to crush these loops for good and build lasting change.